Just make sure you accept that sideboard. Yep.
Cool.
All right, it's going to be a fun 66 laps.
Here at Texas Motorsports Motor Speedway Road Course, as they would say, Roval.
Yep. Yeah, I had you all confused the other week when I called it the Texas Roval. Yeah.
Yeah, the Roval. It's oval with a Roval. That's okay, Daz. It messed me up too because when Formula said that to me, I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? uh,
Yeah.
oh no. I got everybody. Yeah, yeah. I'm showing Whoop, James, myself, Formula, Lackey, Cam, everybody. It looks like everybody's here.
All right. Going to be a great one.
Medium clouds over here at Texas. 4 turns, 2.82 mile track.
Probably 60, 66 laps.
10-4.
So after the
Live at the Texas Motor Speedway Roval, live flag-to-flag coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Hi, folks. I'm Form of the Crowd 909 alongside with my co-commentator TLR Cyborg. We've got an exciting race for you today. The semifinal round of this wonderful NASCAR Championship Series. This is the next to last race. We'll be at the Texas Oval next week, but for now, a very unique layout. We're emulating the real Xfinity Series. Technically, they race on the Charlotte Roval, but this track has very similar characteristics, not only on the oval portion, but as well as the road course. And so, in place of Charlotte, because it's not in Project Cars 2, will be here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Cyborg, what is your takeaway for today's race?
Well, you got a bunch of guys out here that have really great talent. It's anybody's guess. It's all going to be about heavy braking when they come over to the road course part of it, and then top speed coming through the oval part of it. So it's going to be about hitting your marks, being consistent, and going to be very great, aggressive, close competition here there at Texas Motor Speedway. There, Form of the Crowd.
Certainly. And your starting lineup for today's race, Batman is on the inside pole, followed by James on the outside pole. That is your starting row. Dad's Taxi is in third. Camelot is fourth. Get Whoop rounds out the top five and fifth, with Acadian in sixth and Lackey Boom in seventh. We're going to be having a manual rolling start as the drivers are getting lined up in their proper position. And you know,
You get those
Cyborg,
tires all scuffed up.
we did a IROC series
Formula?
here a couple weeks ago with the Formula X cars, and you know I did a couple test laps around this same track, and the stock cars totally different dynamic. It is really hard for those stock
Oh.
cars to get down in the first turn of the road course.
Well, Formula, you're talking to cars that are about 34 to 35 pounds, or 3,500 pounds. So these guys are really heavy cars. They're going to have some great braking, hit their marks, not lock the tires up so they get flat spots on these cars. And it's very easy to burn these tires up here.
And again, your starting lineup for today's race, Batman is on the inside pole, James is on the outside pole. Dad's Taxi is in third, Camelot is fourth, Get Whooped is fifth, JFK Acadian is 6th, and Lackey Boom rounds out the field in 7th. As the drivers are warming up their tires, going through the middle section of the road course.
It's going to definitely take a lot of patience here, Formula, especially in the road course part of this. They're going to have to definitely hit their marks, not get too aggressive, save their cars and tires, and it's definitely going to be interesting here.
And you can certainly feel the intensity. These drivers know what is at stake. Only a 2-race playoff, and tensions are really high.
Well, in the garage, these guys were just all hyped up about the points. I mean, you know, they're all nervous. Hands are sweaty. Grab the death wheel on the grip, and I guess we're about ready to get the green.
And as they come out of turn number 4, the green flag is out. We're underway here at the Texas Motor Speedway.
Oh, Daddy got a little loose.
And I think they're trying to take it a little easy on this first lap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Get Whooped is already
Get Whooped
locked
sideways.
up. I think he saved it.
He saved it. Definitely have cold tires here at Texas. Tires come in, get up the pressure.
Yeah, Camelot was looking to the inside. Dad's Taxi. They're side by side, but Dad's Taxi takes it back.
Yeah, we've got definitely a clean pass there.
Batman spaces out his lead by a few car lengths.
He's definitely a man on a mission today, Formula. He is definitely out to get that #1 position.
Ooh, Dad's Taxi took that a little wide, it looked like, but held on.
Yep. He had a little bit of wheel hop going there.
And I think Camelot's looking to pounce.
82. I think he's just looking to get the draft off him so he can do a slingshot move. But Cam just got a little loose there. Snapped the rear end around, but he got control of that. Coming across the start-finish line. Where they come in.
You can just tell these cars are riding on the edge right now, Cyborg.
Oh, they look super loose. Coming in the corner one there. Dad's locked the front left tire up a little bit, but was able to prevail on that one.
Something we should note too, Get Whooped had the fastest sector in sector number 1 this lap. He's definitely on a mission to make up that lost time.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
he's definitely a driver that you cannot take lightly. He is a long run driver. He gets really comfortable after the laps start counting down. So he's definitely something to check out in the 29 Whistler. So for now, Batman. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I was going to say, Camelot's definitely lost some distance to Dad's Taxi, and Get Whooped is approaching. Oh! Get Whooped smacks the wall just a little bit. Gave it a high five, although there's no fans on that side of the track, for the most part.
Well, he's probably waving at the officials over there.
I guess there are a few fans on that back stretch, but not like the front stretch.
So right now we're looking at their formula. Batman with a 120, 358. James with a 119, 679. Dad's Taxi Service with a 119, 781. Over to you.
And we see, I think Dad's Taxi may have had it. Yep, Dad's Taxi had an issue. He's got some damage to that vehicle.
He's got some damage on the front right. Yeah.
That first turn coming out of the oval onto the road course is definitely difficult. It's so easy to lock up those brakes.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some tire rub there. It's going to definitely give him a hard time going through the oval part there, where all that car lingers over, where all the pressure comes to the right front tire. Just in from Dad's Taxi Service pick crew over the radio, says that he should be okay.
And in the middle of all that, Get Whoop went by Camelot. Oh, Get Whoop very loose. Back on the straight stretch.
getting up through the gearboxes. Come across the start-finish line. Your leader, Batman, the 119.441. James, the 119.552. Dad's Taxi Service, 124.180. Get whooped with a 121.302.
Oh, get whoops in the wall.
Batman's,
Turn number 1. That's definitely going to hurt him.
He's.
I think he's pushing this a little too hard. He's got to be patient.
Got plenty of time here. Got 66 laps total here at the Texas Motor Speedway on the road course. So, sounds like James spun. I do believe.
James spun. Yep, he has spun out.
Yeah, he's up in the grass. Got back on the track there. He's gathering it back up.
He recovered pretty well.
Looking in on him. Lap 5 here at Texas.
He's locked up the brakes just a little bit there, Cyborg.
Oh, you can burn these tires up here. You burn the tires up on these cars really quick. Once you burn those tires up, it takes a while to cool down.
What car you're driving on this course, this is a really difficult track to master.
Definitely not one of my favorite tracks. It's not one of my favorite tracks to run on, but I fight with this course here on the road course circuit. And James coming in corner 1, arcing around nicely, coming up on Dad's Taxi Service.
He's definitely got some speed. Oh, Dad's Taxi's off course.
Yep, Dad's around. He's back on the track.
He lost a couple positions there. He get whooped just right on his tail.
Lap 6.
Wow, he's overshooting. He's pushing really hard. Dad's Taxi is.
I'm sure he's not too happy he's not a happy camper right now. He just needs to calm down a little bit, get smart, hit his marks, slow in, fast out, take a breather there. He'll be able to get it back together. He's definitely a driver that's got some talent, and he's a force to be reckoned with there, Formula.
Certainly. Yep. Just a little bit of wiggle. Dad's Taxi. Yeah, I don't think he gave it a high five, but maybe just a little pat on the back.
Oh, he's got
Dad's Taxi's in the tire wall.
Yep. He come in there hot. He come in there real hot. He missed his mark there. That first corner, Formula, is very tricky. Sneaks up on you. You come around that corner with high speed, it comes up on you, and next thing you know, you're like, whoa, there it is.
Get whooped
Definitely
right there.
A track that's hard. Yeah. He's looking in. 29 car's looking at 27. He gets the inside. James,
I think Camlock's overshot that a little bit. Got in the grass.
That's Cam there. Lap 7 out of 66.
Camlock's around.
He swings it around.
Trying to get it back in gear.
Eight laps to this session, Formula. 7 now.
And here in just a couple laps, they won't be able to pit.
Batman out there with a lead. 2 laps to go before the pit window, viewers. So these guys have got to figure out if they want to do their pit strategy and get in the pits and get 4 tires.
Dad's Taxi's in trouble again.
Dad's Taxi. He's just fighting a very loose car tonight.
I think that's the same turn. That turn number 1.
Yeah, he's having a hard time with the turn. He's got a lot of damage. He's going to have to definitely get in the pits there. So with the radio.
You know, when you have that much damage, you're trying so hard to make up time and really muscle that car around. And oh, and Acadian spun out. Just as we turned to his camera. Yep.
Sound like he tried
Lackey
to get in
Boom
a
should
gear
be
there.
coming up
Missed
here
it.
in just a second, looks like. Wait, he must have lost some time as well.
Nine laps down.
And you know, this is Lackey Boom's first ever NASCAR race, to my knowledge, so I think he's trying to get used to the physics of his car. It's a little bit different than most of the vehicles he's used to. As Batman
There goes
goes around
Batman.
and laps him.
Dad's taxi service in the pits.
I've heard we got some issues. Dad's taxi's on pit road, and I believe.
He got a 10. Yeah, he got a 10-second penalty for going too hot in the pits there.
Wow. Yep. We don't see a penalty on him, but again, we've had this happen before, Cyborg.
Yeah. Batman's still out there. He's looking really smooth, Formula. He's definitely hitting his marks,
Yep. And
being
now we're on lap
patient,
number
letting the
10,
car roll. He
so
just tapped the wall a little bit
Yeah, he
there.
did.
See some sparks.
pit lane
Pit
is now
lane is
closed.
closed.
And now we see the penalty. Yep. Now we can see that 10-second penalty once he finishes the
Yeah.
stop. Now he's coming back out on the track.
He'll stay down. He'll stay down on the apron there. I think Dad's having a little visual issues. So Batman out in front, 119, 494. Sounds like Dadman.
Oh, Dad's
Dad
taxi
and-
getting got collected.
Yeah.
And that turn number 1, he's having a real rough race so far. You know, he showed a lot of
I guess
speed
you
in
could
qualifying.
Yeah. Looks like the fourth is not with him today here at Texas.
That's one way to look at it.
I have to do a big shout out to Dad's Taxi Service daughter. It's her big birthday.
Get
Whoops
whoops
having
around,
some
he's in the
issues.
grass. Trying to get it back together.
Can't get the car. Yeah, he can't get the car into gear. It's got some rear end damage on that thing. He's definitely fighting a car here.
Lackey Boom is making a pit stop. He'll have to go to the tail end of the field on the restart. He's obviously taken on some damage and I guess had to make that pit stop.
Batman's definitely coming around the corner there, hitting his mark, looking really smooth, Formula. He's looking really smooth tonight. He's definitely got his game on.
He's got about a 20-second lead right now, depending on where you are on the track.
Little wheel hop coming on the super speedway part. Comes James.
And let's not forget about Acadian. You know, Cyborg, he's always just right there at the end, it seems like. Kind of flies under
He's
the
just one of
radar.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys that links back in the pack, just wait for people to make mistakes, and he capitalizes on them. Very reserved. He's a reserved driver. If I could spit this out today, he's a very reserved driver, if you want to call it that. Very conservative. Very patient. Here comes James at corner 1 there onto the road course.
And I think we heard Acadian over the
Boo-bot
radio
chips.
say that he was trying to get adjusted to his new setup.
So Batman, a 12 car up in the lead.
We've got James
Looking really
in
smooth on
second.
the super speedway. Ooh.
Camelot is in third. Get Whooped is in fourth, got some rear end damage. Acadian is back in fifth. Dad's Taxi with that 10-second penalty is right now in sixth, with Lackey Boom in seventh.
That corner braking in the first corner. 2 laps to go in this segment. Looks like Batman on the passenger side there.
Yeah,
Gonna affect him. Yeah. Looks like he's not gonna have an arrow.
he goes right on by Acadian. And that's going to hurt Dad's Taxi because, from my readout, Dad's Taxi was going to be the lucky dog for this stage. But that's taken away now with Acadian being lapped.
Looks like he's really fighting coming up on the super speedway there, Formula.
Yeah, and you saw during
Yeah,
that one
Batman
road
is.
course section, he was really smoking the tires.
Oh yeah, it don't take much to lock these tires up on these heavy cars.
We're going to have
Come
one
across
more lap to go
start-finish
in this
line.
stage.
The times have dropped down a little bit. Definitely, the tires are probably wearing out. Fuel's starting to get a little lighter. You know, a little lesser in the cars, so to make the cars a little bit lighter and make them a little bit more nose or heavier. Light rear end with the fuel. A little different view there on the 27 car.
You can see he hits fourth gear. Going on the straightaways about 150 mile an hour. Still climbing. Got right up against that wall, slows down. He got close to about 170 mile an hour, I believe. And here comes the hard part. Getting that car woed down into first gear. Actually, he stays in second.
Yeah, you drop that thing down in first gear, you're gonna get the rear end's gonna lock up and spin you out. So you're better off just having a little bit of a lag, if you not lag if you want to use it, but lower torque, so you don't get that wheel spin and lock the rear end up and spin you out. So
Batman has just taken the stage win. And he is now slowing down. Our stage winner for the first round is Batman.
field is frozen.
And James is going to be second. Camelot will be third.
Get Whoops fourth. Dad's
Yep.
in fifth with a 10-second
Yeah.
penalty, and Arcadian's in sixth, and Lack is in seventh.
And Acadian went on pit lane, so he's going to have to go to
Oh.
the tail end of the line. He will not be eligible for the lucky dog.
Well, his car must be giving him fits, so
Yeah,
he just probably figured he'd just take a chance and
yeah.
see what balances it out later on.
Yes, Dad's Taxi. We'll have to look at our timing and scoring. But Dad's Taxi is the lucky dog.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Dad gets the lucky dog. He gets the Aaron's lucky dog tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway Road Course. So, Arcadia,
Acadian
you're
will-
at sixth.
Acadian will start sixth. Dad's taxi is Lucky Dog. If he, yeah, so he needs to.
Yes.
Dad's taxi needs to go around immediately.
Yeah. Dad's taxi service gets the Lucky Dog there. So he's going to get around there, get back around, get gathered up with the group there. So he's definitely got a chance.
And we're going to go this time by.
Wolf was wondering if the pits are open.
We will be restarting this time by. The pits are still closed. Coming out of turn number 4.
Yeah, you're catching up.
The green flag is back out.
Up.
We're here to start the second stage.
Batman
Yeah,
got a heck of a jump on that.
He certainly
He
did.
definitely got a good run. He's checking out, coming into corner 1 here, and locking the brakes or locking the tires up. They're all coming in there hot. Get Whoops coming the inside of the 27 car.
Great
Makes
battle
a clean
for second.
pass. Oh.
Oh, very loose.
Yeah, Dad's taxi, we definitely can hear you. So we'll get this thing gathered up here. Figure out what's going on here. A little miscommunication on the radio.
Right now, Get Whoop's got about a 1.5 second lead. I mean, 1.5 second behind Batman. Oh, Acadian's around.
Lackey, or
and
Acadian,
Lackey
yeah,
Boom,
Acadian's
Lackey
around.
Boom and him got together. Coming out of the Roadcourse section.
One of the
James
from
is
the radio
coming
there
on
for
pit
him, though.
road, it looks like.
One of the drivers are wondering if they want to throw a caution out here. They'd rather the group from the miscommunications.
And I know there's some arguments on pit road regarding the Lucky Dog procedures. We'll have to check in with our commissioner.
Right. I don't know if James has got a copy of the microphone. Okay. So, all right.
All right, the caution flag is out on the track. The field is
Caution
frozen.
is out, gentlemen. Caution is out, drivers.
Field is frozen. Batman should be slowing down.
Get these guys gathered up. They need to take a few laps down to get gathered up. So be it.
James is on pit road, but that was before pit lane was closed.
So right now where it stands, Batman, Get Whoop, Camelot, Dads, James, Arcadian, and Lackey Boom.
So Acadian is our lucky dog, so he should go around the leader because of the caution at this time. And we'll be given the 1 to go signal.
Let everybody get gathered up here. Still got some guys back in the pack there trying to get caught up to the leaders. So probably next time around for them, they'll be able to go to green, and somebody's coming. Oh, that's your lucky dog coming around to get his lucky dog there. So hopefully he can get back around there and get gathered up, and we can get back to green here.
And that's certainly an unfortunate break for James. He had that time penalty, 10 seconds for a pit lane violation, Cyborg.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's just one of those things where, you know, timing is of essence here when it comes to the stock car racing. Sometimes it works out for people, and sometimes they get the shaft, I guess the word would be.
And for those wondering at home, there is
Yes.
a lucky dog every time there's a caution.
Yeah.
And if a driver intentionally causes an accident, they will be black flagged.
So we'll get this figured out here. We'll get everybody gathered up here.
Canadians
We'll
go
get
by the
back to green
start-finish
here.
line. Looks like we're going to have to
Arcadian's
give.
trying to catch up to the group.
We're going to have to wave off the restart sideboard. We're going to have to give one more to go.
Yeah. One more to go.
Well, it
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Arcadian's catching up. Yeah. They're coming through the road course. So, let these guys get caught up to you guys. Hopefully they get caught up in time and get the green flag going. Coming to the latter part of the road course. Coming up on the super speedway.
And I believe the lead pack is going into the. They're coming out of turn number 2, getting ready to enter the infield section.
Lead cars are coming into the road course part of it. Batman. I think Dad's Taxi Service is trying to get to James on the radio.
Arcadian is
catching
almost caught
here.
up to the field. We will be going green this time by.
He's on the Arcadian on the radio says go ahead and let them go.
Yes, he's almost caught up to the field, and by the time the green flag waves, he'll be right there.
All right, I guess we're gonna go to green here.
This crowd is just so excited. Coming out of the final turn, the flag man's almost ready. The green flag is back out, and we're restarting.
Here we go. Everybody's gathered back up. Batman got himself
Dad's
a really
Taxi
good start.
very loose.
Dad's Taxi, yeah, he's running really loose there. Those tires are cold.
Oh, he's on the
Coming
apron.
down on
track.
the apron. Makes it
I'm watching
stick.
him. I keep thinking he's going to wreck.
He made
was
that thing stick.
fishtailing all
I don't know
down
how
that
he
front
did.
stretch.
He definitely made it stick. Get whoops in second.
Get looks to the inside to
Get
take the
Whoops making
lead.
a move.
He has got the lead from Batman, but Batman does the crossover
And
move
Batman's
and takes it
gonna take
back.
it right back. Batman's like, I'm not going to have this tonight. That was excellent driving. Definitely, these guys are battling it out.
You've got two hard-charging drivers right there.
But time's good. The clock's ticking. The laps are dropping down there. There's not much time to be sitting around and having a cup of tea there. They got to get this job done. Get Whoop coming up on the super speedway there. Looking pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Batman.
He's
Looks like he got
definitely
a
setting
great
that
run
lead.
coming out corner 3. Get Whoop's not too far back there. Cam's looking back there too. So we still got plenty of time here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Oh,
Oh.
Camelot is in the grass.
Yep.
Is he gonna just kisses the wall
Yeah, he's
a
okay.
tad? I guess he was gonna high five his pit crew.
Maybe he's not high-fiving his pit crew, if you know what I'm saying, Formula.
Yeah. Maybe he's a little upset with his pit crew today.
Wolf's getting a little loose in the rear end, but he's definitely getting on the throttle there. He's definitely has Batman in his sights there.
But he's definitely losing a little bit of ground, though. Started off with right there side by side, and now he's wow, in the grass, pushing really hard, taking out the cones. And the cone came back and hit him. And he sees James and Taxi in his sights.
Arcadian's having a hard time. This car is pushing back.
Yeah, it's Taxi definitely locked it up there. Coming back onto the oval. And on lap 25, we're on lap 21, but lap 22, lap 25 is when the pit lane will be closed. Oh, Dad's Taxi's up high on the wall.
Oh, he's loose. He's definitely fighting that loose car there.
You know, he's shown a lot of speed today, Cyborg, but just really struggling with consistency.
Well, he had some time off there, so he's trying to gather up and, you know, get back in the norm of being in that race car. So definitely take a little time off. It takes a little bit to get back in your roots there and gather up. So we're going to go back over the Batman, the 12 car, your leader with a 122.24. Get Wolf with a 122.521. James.
The leader can pit at the end of lap 24. But once you take lap 25, the leader can
lap
no longer,
23
nobody can
on
pit.
the leader.
Once the leader takes lap 25, nobody can come on pit lane.
So yeah, if he's if he's definitely thinking about jumping the pits, next time around probably would be the prime time to do it.
You know, it reminds me of that
loose,
time
I think.
when Jeff Burton in the Winston, I think back in the early 2000s, almost won a stage because he pitted at the end of the stage and his pit lane was right before the start-finish line. And he had timed it out to where he could just roll on out and
I think Batman's
fine.
really tires are gone. He's definitely fighting a loose car there. I think his tires are about gone. I'm sure his fuel load's pretty low, so it makes it roll loose rear end of the car. Makes it very unstable.
He hasn't gone on pit road yet, has he, Cyborg?
Yeah. I have not seen him go in there. So his car is pretty worn out. You can just definitely tell how he's fighting it. He's fighting a very loose car. Coming out of 3. Is he going to come in this time?
No, I was wondering
not.
if he was going to come in. Looks like next time
He's
around
gonna
he's
do it
going to be in.
Yep, next time around he's going to come in. He's got quite the lead on everybody, so he definitely can
over
get in
6
and out of there.
seconds. They're side by side for third and fourth. Oh, James hits the wall just a tad. Going into turn number 1.
And
he's way up there.
Yep, yeah, once you hit that wall, it's like a magnet. It's really hard to get off that wall. It's amazing. Going with Dad.
Now, I think for Dad, you've got a little bit of space now. Let's see if he can try and make up some time.
Comes Batman coming up on the super speedway. He's going to be coming in this time around. He called out from the radio. He'll definitely have to come gingerly into the pit so he doesn't get a pit penalty going too hot in the pits.
That's the last thing he wants.
Yeah, that'd definitely be the ruin of the night. Here comes Batman checking up, coming in slow. Definitely under speed there, so he's probably going to get in there, get some 4 fresh Goodyears and some Sunoco fuel and finish this race out.
Dad's Taxi is on my readout. Now he has the lead. And Get Whooped is in as well.
James. So right now, the way it's standing, Dad's Taxi Service, James, Batman, Get Whooped, Cam, Arcadian, and Lackey. It's rounding up the field there.
Yeah. They're definitely taking some time to fuel up that vehicle.
Well, he's probably getting 2 cans of Sunoco fuel, topping off, but I'm sure he doesn't probably want to take another pit tonight.
Yeah, they're both. And
Not
Get
sure what
Whooped
kind of
is on
film
pit lane as well.
Splash and go at the end. Unless a caution comes out, that would definitely be a saver. Here comes Batman coming rolling out of the pit.
Cam Lott's in as well. Get Whooped made his final pit stop before the stage ends. He's still in his box.
Dad's coming up on the super speedway there. Got a lot of aero damage in the front end there from what we're looking at. The telemetry might not be telling them that.
James is still not that far behind. Oh, man, look at how loose he is.
Yeah, he is super loose.
Get Whooped is still on pit lane. He's finally coming out.
Yeah. He's exiting now, coming on the apron. Your dad
And I tell you what, Cyborg,
downshift.
James wants that stage win. He is really pushing hard to catch back up to Dad's Taxi.
This is definitely going to be interesting.
Oh, he kicked the dust up a little bit.
Yeah. He's not going to give that position up. He's definitely going to protect his line there, and he's going to make it rough on James.
Oh, very, very wide.
He held it.
I thought he would lose
James
more time
did the
there.
Same thing. Oh.
We're on lap 26.
So like Dad
Stage
dropped
ends at
down
lap
too low
30.
to gear.
And I thought there on that last lap that James was going to go flying on by Dad's Taxi, but Johnny's hanging in there.
Yeah, James got, I think what happened is he went hot in the corner there and broke tracks in there and locked it up a little bit, but he's coming up on Dad's Taxi Service like a fire. Look at him. Let's see what happens here. They're heavy braking coming in corner 1
And
there.
that's been a real hard spot for Taxi, but he managed to make it through. Oh, Acadian's around.
I do.
Saw our leaders go right on by him.
I tell you what, Dad's Taxi Service is not giving James any room to pass. The wheel hop coming out of the corner there. Locking the brakes up in the front
Man,
left.
just a great,
coming up on the super
great
speedway.
battle between these two guys. I think
They're driving hard. I just hope these guys don't use up their tires by driving so aggressively. Dad is really loose. His rear end's
especially on that
fishtailing
front
like
stretch.
crazy. It's getting all tail slappy on him.
I think this is where James really catches up to Dad's Taxi. You can see the momentum he has.
James got loose.
He
He's pushing
carries
up the
so
track
much
there.
speed.
See what happens here in corner 1. Dad locks up the front left tire, spins it off a little bit. Definitely seeing tire smoke.
And really impressive that
definitely
Taxi's managed to stay in it.
He is
Considering
driving
how
the
much
wheels
damage he
off
has.
that Ford Fusion.
So goes on by Lackey Boom.
Coming up on the speedway there. This is where he kind of fights a loose car right here. This is where he has issues where the rear end wants to slap around him a little bit. I think he gained some space. He gained some major space on him, on James there, Formula. Look at him. Look how loose he is. He's just definitely
one more lap to go in this age.
He gained about 4 seconds on James. I think James might have had a little issues coming out of corner 1. Heavy on the brakes.
He definitely lost some time right there.
Kind of wonder if Dad's Taxi Service car is starting to come around. Dad's Taxi Service can take a little bit of easy, not too much.
He's approaching Camelot to try and lap him. Get Whoops around.
Get Whoops having a hard time. Yeah, he's just fighting that car tonight. I think that rear aero damage is definitely making the car loose and making it snap around.
Coming out of the final turn, your stage winner for round number 2 is Dad's Taxi Service.
Well, I tell you
Lucky
what.
Dog collected here in just a few moments. James in second.
I tell you what, Formula. Dad, first leg of this race, he was just fighting the car, but he definitely turned around and pulled off himself a stage win. So Dad's Taxi Service got a 10-second penalty along with James and Lackey Boom as well. So we're going to have to sort this out, but Dad's Taxi Service with your stage win, James second, Batman third, Camelot fourth, Get What fifth, Arcadian sixth, and Lackey Boom finish it, rounding up the field.
Yep.
Your lucky dog goes to Arcadian.
Well, actually, we're going to have to...
I take that back.
We got to wait until the field is collected.
Yeah.
Cyborg.
So let's figure this out. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out what's going on here, get everybody together.
Because everybody's completing different laps, we have to make sure the field is collected before we announce the lucky dog.
Yeah.
But the leader should be slowing down because we have to get our lucky dog situated. And Get Whooped is our lucky dog. And Get Whooped should go around the leaders and take his position.
Yep. Absolutely, Formula Crown. I do stand corrected on that one. So Get Whooped does get the lucky dog. I'm sure he's wiping his eyebrows on that one.
And we're going to plan on one more lap to go before the final stage starts.
Absolutely. We got to get these. We got to definitely get everybody together so this last stage can be really exciting here. I think it's anybody's guess here today, Formula.
Well, and the penalties just throw a whole nother wrench into it. You've got almost half the field with a 10-second penalty.
But I'll tell you what, Batman's somebody you don't want to take lightly. He's definitely got a car that's working for him today. So You know, we're just going to have to see what happens here. Field coming out of corner 2 there. They're not quite all gathered up.
Get Whooped and James have really shown a lot of consistent speed. They just had a few, minor incidents that have pushed them back, and obviously James with that 10-second penalty, that's going to really hurt his chances of winning today. Dad's Taxi, again, second stage winner. He's taken on a lot of damage, but we know he's fast.
Well, that's something about this NASCAR series. You got stages, so it gets everybody at least another chance or a few chances to make the racing field and great excitement for the fans.
But again, Dad's Taxi also has a 10-second penalty.
Yeah.
In the field, the leader should be slowing at a slower pace. The leader should be slowing down. As we are waiting on Get Whooped to get lined back up, I believe he will make it back in time. But we should be going at a slower rate.
Get Whoops coming.
And the leaders can now speed back up. We'll be ready to go for this third and final stage.
2 by 2. Whoops getting catched up. All right.
Getting back in formation, Cyborg.
All right. They're all gathered up. All right.
Coming out of onto the front stretch. The green flag is back out. Stage number 3 is underway.
Dad's Taxi Service spin the tires. Batman looking in.
Very loose.
He's gonna have to get heavy on the brakes. See what happens here in corner 1.
Oh, James is up in the
nice
wall.
Jump.
I'm not sure what happened there.
The brakes.
Oh, Batman! Oh, makes contact
bump.
with Dad's Taxi.
But everything's all good. Get Whoops on the outside of Batman. Got the inside line.
Oh, him
heavy.
and Taxi
Whoop
make
and
contact. They're still together. Wow, a lot of beating and banging.
They're holding it. They held it. They held it. Whoops, I'm heavy on it.
Very aggressive driving right there by
And
everybody
I don't know how
involved,
Dad
I
did
feel
it,
like.
but I'll tell you what. Dad held out. He prevailed on that one. I think there was 2 magnets with those guys' car. Get Whoops, look at the inside. Bumps Dad a little bit.
These guys are racing like it's the last lap.
Batman's looking in on Get Whooped. He's just looking back there waiting for these 2 to beat up on each other to prevail on this and take advantage of these 2. Dad's Taxi Service car looks pretty good on the corner. He's not shaking too much. He's a little loose. Get Whooped sitting back looking in.
Batman, I think, just backed off a little bit. He said, hey, I'll let you 2 duke it out for a while.
Yeah, I think that's what he was saying. I think Batman...
Oh, Camelot's around. Camelot's on the apron of the track.
Yeah. Yeah, he can come down. That front left tire hits white. Oh, Batman goes wide.
Dad's Taxi really locks up those brakes coming out of that first road course turn.
Oh.
Very defensive line. Get Whooped is in the grass.
Got into him. He saves it.
Oh, Batman hits him.
Batman got in it. See, come up to figure this one out.
It looked like maybe Dad's Taxi went to block a little bit, and Get Whoop said, nope, I want to slam it in there, and then he tried to get on the brakes. And this guy
all
loose.
3 of them. Yeah, all 3 of them come in there hot. They definitely, all 3 of them were getting in there hot. I mean, they were going. They were out for a mission formula. So, Batman sitting in 3rd position coming up on the super speedway.
But something we have to keep in mind here, and I keep talking about it, Cyborg, is that Dad's Taxi, while he has the lead, has a 10-second penalty. he
Yeah,
has
and that
really got
definitely
to
gonna have to-
dramatically increase his gap to have a chance of winning today.
Yeah, he's got to be 10 seconds ahead of the second place driver to get that win. I guarantee you they're going to have to do a splash and go to finish this race out. So right now, the way the field stands, you got Dad's, Taxi Service, Get Whoop, Batman, Camelot, James, Arcadia, and Lackey filling in the back of the field there.
Well, I tell you, that
34
restart
laps down.
was something crazy.
Yeah,
I
that
knew
was
we'd have an
pretty
exciting
intense.
race, but I haven't seen these guys race like that all season.
Well, there's points on stake here.
We just heard Batman say over the radio that it's on, so look for him to make a charge back to the front.
It looks like they're kind of
Kadian and James got together. Just
Yeah,
a
he
little
come
love tap.
flying up. Yeah, he come flying up on him. I don't think he expected to come up on him that fast. He got a good draft and he did that slingshot and
Yeah, I think Acadian is just trying to get a feel for this track right now.
Dad's, he's definitely, defending his position there.
Yeah,
He's driving that car
skating a little
really,
bit on
really
him.
hard.
Oh yeah, he's definitely right back there.
Get Whoops just probably waiting for Dad to make a slight bit of a mistake. Coming up on the super speedway here. Oh, spin the tires. He is on that throttle.
It is like he's trying to do a burnout coming out of some of these turns.
He's a man on a mission today. The only thing that separates between Dad and Get Whooped is a .416. So, Dad has that loose problem when it gets up to speed. Heavy braking.
Oh,
Locking up the front
definitely
left.
hard
but he
on the
did-
brakes there. That's got to be using up his tires a little bit, Cyborg.
Whoops
Get
on the
Whoop got in
grass.
the dirt
Gonna
just a
lose
tad.
Yeah. I can't help but laugh, but Dad's Taxi Service is just burning the rubber off those good ears.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to drift these cars or what, but he's definitely making a smoke show around this course.
Oh, he's definitely driving that car hard.
We just heard it
Goes a
over
little
the.
wide. Super
Oh,
speedway.
very wide,
Get Whoop's going to capitalize on that. His Dad went super wide.
One little
Whoop on the
mistake by
inside.
Taxi.
He made the pass. Whooped out in front.
And we see Batman slowly but surely increasing.
Oh! Pancakes
Taxi
the
in
wall.
the wall.
He
Wow.
saves it though. Here comes
I
Batman.
thought for sure he was going to come back down the track.
Batman's looking. Heavy on the brakes.
And Batman's just looking to pounce now.
Here we go.
Oh, contact.
Saves it.
How? Oh, Get Whoops.
Get Whoops
He's in the
around.
grass. And Batman takes the lead. What a crazy chain of events there. Get Whooped had the lead. Batman got into Dad's Taxi, almost spun him out. In the meantime, coming out of the next corner, Get Whooped lost control. And in all the chaos, Batman took the lead.
Well, he gets loose coming on super speedway.
You see Lucky Boom on the apron of the track. I don't know if he's... Oh, Dad's Taxi takes the lead back.
Dad's loose. I think Batman thought that he got into Dad, so he did a sportsman conduct there, gave him his position back so they can go back and battle. So this is going to get intense, Formula.
This is some good old-fashioned
Here we
racing.
go.
Oh, my goodness! Whoa!
He just punts him.
You know, I'm all about some beating and banging, but my goodness. And get whooped is back on pit lane. And, Dad's Taxi overshot
Dad's so
it.
hot.
He's hitting the cones.
I think Dad's damaged up. His tires are burnt up. Yeah, his tires are burnt up with all that heavy driving. Dad on the radio Formula said he's... Oh, he come in corner one there and just locked them things up. I think Dad's Taxi Service tires are just burnt up. I think he just used them all up, racing hard like that. Whoops in the pits.
Yep, trying to make some adjustments to that car.
Well, I'm sure he's a little upset. He come out of that corner there and spun it out.
It's going to be really interesting to see the different pit strategies, Cyborg.
Yeah.
You know, seeing what these guys are trying to do.
On the radio, here comes Dad. Dad's coming in the pits. Batman has severe damage from the radio, for what I was told, so he's got to come in the pit as well. Here comes Dad. He come in the pits nice and easily, so he's not going to get a penalty. Here comes Dad. He's getting some 4 fresh tires.
And it's like they say, rubbing's racing.
Oh!
I thought Batman was going to spin out there.
Yeah, I seen that. I think he might have used his tires up too, driving real hard like that.
They were racing so hard, lap after lap.
Well, I get on the radio telemetry, Batman has some aero damage, so he's going to be fighting a car that's not going to handle great. He's not going to have much downforce. I think he said he needs to come in the pit as well. So probably after everybody takes their green flag pits, we'll have to see what happens here and get this field sorted out. I think it's anybody's game, Formula.
I agree. So many things can happen. We're just a little bit past halfway, and I'm so excited to see how the rest of this race plays out.
Oh, this is about the most action I've seen commentating with you. James
Camelot's
is looking
taking that
in.
inside line.
He's just getting that car come up on that super speedway there. He's definitely looking smooth. Batman's coming out of the pits. Or, sorry, Dad's Taxi Service coming out of the pits. I apologize for that.
Some of the British guys, specifically Batman and Dad's Taxi, I can't tell who for what. So,
yeah,
the radio control is a little confusing at times.
James is loose.
Camelot just completely locked up the brakes, crashed
and
in
he hit that wall hard.
Tire barrier. He's got to have some heavy damage after that.
The rubber tires, I think, saved him a little bit. That kind of absorbs that impact, the safety barrier. So Batman's out in the lead. James in second. Cam in third. Getwolf in fourth. Dad's in fifth.
Well, Batman just got in the grass a tad.
He looks really loose.
He really does.
Coming on at one. He says on the radio, he says he got heavily damaged, so he's going to have to dive into the pit there. Or he might just take a chance to stay up. It sounds like we'll have to see what happens here. Oof.
Yeah, you know, it's a difficult call sometimes. You lose so much time when you come on pit lane. along with actually repairing the damage. If you can drive it decently, a lot of times it's better to stay out on the track at least until you need to make a pit stop.
Well, yeah, because the pit speed is 60 kilometers, better known as 37 miles an hour, and that's pretty slow when you're used to doing 100 miles an hour plus.
And it's a long ways to go down pit lane.
Oh yes, that's it. That pit lane is very long. Get whooped coming up on the speedway.
Currently riding with him.
He's got plenty of fuel.
And I think that's Batman up ahead of him.
Coming down low,
And
172
he goes
miles
right
an
on
hour.
by him. Still in fourth gear, coming out of turn number 2.
Heavy
It's on the
braking.
brakes about, yep. And you see, he went down to first gear. We saw Camelot, I believe, earlier. Stayed in second.
Yeah. Well, it might be that gearing package that he has in there. He might have that first gear set up so it don't lock it up.
And you can see the weight transfer went through that S. How he had to get tight on that wheel just to keep it going straight.
I mean, he's got some damage in the rear end of that car. You can't even look out his rear view mirror, so it's going to be hard for him to see who's coming up on him.
And I think that might be a glitch, actually, Cyborg.
It's possible.
As you can see right along with
Yeah.
James, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, it definitely is there. Well, I'm glad, because if I was in that car and I couldn't sit, look out the rear view mirror, I'd be driving me nuts. I couldn't do it. So
I'd be a little concerned as
James.
well.
Looking at James now, sitting in third position.
Oh, Camelot spun out.
Yeah, Camelot. Well, let's see how to get these guys right. I'm not used to seeing these guys drive the cars. So Batman, James, Cam, Get Whooped, Dads, Arcadia, and Lackey rounding out the field. Here comes Batman, locking the tires up a little bit. He's got a lot of heavy damage. I guarantee he's sawing at that wheel.
Yep. And I believe James is coming on pit lane.
Yep. Bring it down to about 60 kilometers an hour so you don't get a pit penalty. Here he comes, getting 4 fresh tires, a couple cans
And it
of
looked
fuel.
like Camelot's coming in as well.
Sounds like Get Whoop's having some issues.
Yep, I think he
He spun out, I think.
either spun out or got loose coming out of that final turn before the oval.
Batman's still out in the lead formula.
Yeah, he's got over a second compared to Get Whooped. Now, if I remember correctly, they're on different pit strategies, so they should even back up at some point.
Absolutely. We're on lap 44. Dad's taxi service getting on it with that 4 fresh tires, full can of fuel, so he's,
And he's
definitely going to be driving. Yeah, he's on it. He has no doubt about it. He wants to get that stage 3 win formula.
Yeah, James is back out of pit road. On the apron coming out of turn number 1.
Dad coming, or Batman coming up on the super speedway.
Yep.
Getting a little loose with that ill-handling car with all that damage.
And now he's on pit road.
So I'm pretty sure this is going to be their last stop for these guys.
And we see Lackey Boom is on pit road as well. And so I'm curious to see. Batman's just got into his pits.
Whoop!
How these two
Whoop
drivers
slid around that corner.
We'll see how well they match up here. Let's get Whoops going through that final section of the road course. Batman is still in the pit box.
Here comes Get Whooped up on the super speedway part.
And I believe Get Whoop's going to take the lead in just a few moments. Yep. Get Whooped is now your leader, and Batman is finally coming out of his pit stall. And Get Whooped's crew is claiming that he can make it without another fuel stop. And you have to wonder too, Cyborg, you know, will those tires hold up? He may be able to make it on fuel, but as we've heard some of the drivers complain, they're really struggling out there, especially as these tires get older. Dad's Taxi is right now in second. Although he's 12 seconds behind with that 10-second penalty, he will end up third at the moment. Batman hits the gravel just a tad.
You were definitely right, Formula. Get Whooped did get out there in the lead. Dad's in second.
Oh, there's some contact, I think, between Lackey Boom and Get Whooped.
Whoop got around. Heavy on the brakes.
I think Get Whooped about had a heart attack right there.
Yeah, I imagine so.
You can tell that left rear is a little jacked up looking.
Yeah, I'm sure that's got something to do with aero. I mean, the aerodynamics is so crucial with these cars. So Get Whooped, Dad's, Batman, Cam, James, Arcadian, and Lackey. Get Whooped pulled off a... Okay.
Yep.
Batman
right
gets
on by
around.
Acadia. Right now, our field's pretty strung out at the moment.
Yeah, they're definitely spread out. They're just definitely going to have to hit their marks. Drive smart, and with 47 laps in the books, getting close to the end, 3/4 of the way through this race, Get Whooped out with a lead. Here comes Dad's coming over in the Roadcourse part.
Goes right on by the flag stand. He's just kind of been out there on his own island most of the race. Been running middle of the pack.
Looking real loose there.
Yeah.
Down through the gearbox, heavy on the brakes. Arcadia.
Right now, we're riding along with the Iceman, Acadian. Very calm and consistent. Never one to fall under pressure. Hasn't had the best of a race, but he's hanging in there all right.
Yeah, he's definitely calm on the wheel. Here's Get Whoop, your leader. Lap 48 here at Texas Motor Speedway on the road course. A lot of action here tonight. But the most actions I've seen since I started broadcasting with you, Formula. Definitely
Yeah, it's
exciting.
really been really fun to watch. I mean, I'm just floored, and we've got even more exciting final round coming up next week at this same location, just on the oval.
Oh, that's going to be intense, Formula. Just on the radio, Dad's taxi service says, that is my track. So we'll definitely have to be watching out for that. Texas Motor Speedway Oval, the Oval, next Texas Oval next week. Oh
my goodness!
Oh.
James is spun out in turn
Around.
number 1. He's locked up the brakes.
Gathered back
Definitely
up.
just a tough.
Yeah. You know, Formula,
Tough race
he's
for
lucky
him.
he didn't back that into the wall. If he would have backed that thing in the wall, he would have had bad aero damage on the rear end, and he would have had no rear downforce, and that would have just been really hard to fight with these cars, because that spoiler back there is just so crucial to keep the rear end planted to the ground.
Yeah.
And on the oval
Really
next
impressive.
week, yeah,
Really
the
impressive
oval
driving
next
by
week,
him to save that.
yeah, they're definitely gonna have to get their game on, make sure they don't get any aero damage next week for the final at the oval here, because the aerodynamics is going to be a major play in this.
And we did race at this track earlier in the season. I think it was our second race.
There comes Dad. He's looking, coming up the Batman, right behind him there.
And I think Batman just went around Dad's taxi.
He got a great run off that corner from Dad's. Here he comes up on the super speedway, but Dad's not too far back there.
And as we enter, lap 50 of 66, for a few laps, Get Whooped had about a 20-second gap over Batman, and right now it's about 17 seconds, depending on where you are on the track. So Batman has his work cut out for him. If Get Whooped can maintain the same pace, Batman's going to have to push really hard to catch back up to him.
But Batman is making progress on Get Whoop, obviously, Formula. He's now down to 16, so he's definitely gaining on him. Get Whooped in the grass. That's not be favorable for him. If he keeps that up, he's going to keep losing time. Get Whoops coming up on James on the super speedway. Batman locks the tires up a little bit there.
It's really interesting how this race has developed.
Oh, that's amazing.
Road. Oh, Get Whooped is jumping on my screen for a second. Obviously some kind of a glitch there.
There's something going on there. So Get Whoop is still remaining the leader right now. Batman in second, Dad in third, Cam in fourth, James in fifth, Arcadia in sixth, and Lackey Boom in seventh.
You know, I think Get Whooped has really calmed down as this race has progressed. You talked about it before in our pre-race show in the beginning stage of this race. You know, Get Whooped is a very, excuse me, long-term driver. And as the race progresses, he gets more comfortable and really gets his groove.
Yeah, he definitely gets faster later on the race there. There's no doubt about it. Gets in his groove, hits his braking points, and just starts getting calmed down. But you got to remember, Formula, they're a bunch of racers, man. You're out for one thing, and that is to win. Batman, coming out of corner 3 here, sitting in second position. He's pretty much still sitting at 16 seconds behind, so looks like he's not really gaining much. Almost touches the wall there.
Lackey Boom's coming back out of the pit road. And right now, Batman has the best lap.
Yeah, I was checking that out.
In fact,
there,
that was his last
Formula.
lap. His last lap was the best lap of the race, Cyborg. And 1:18.363.
Batman going inside. I think Arcadia's the only one that don't have any visual damage on his car. His car's looking pretty clean.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. He hasn't had the best of a race, but man, he's kept that car squeaky clean today. Avoided really any major accidents or contact. And that's going to help his safety score.
I believe that's... Sounds
Get
like
Whooped must have
Whoops
had an issue.
Yeah. He come down the apron. I think the rear end wanted to come around on him, something like that. So he definitely dropped down. Batman with 11 seconds back. So Batman gained up on Get Whooped.
I was getting ready to say, Cyborg, that Acadian, his car should have been sponsored by Mr. Clean because that car looks beautiful.
He's definitely a conservative driver, I could say. Get Whooped coming to the end part of the road course. Batman, the 12 car.
Oh, Batman!
And
spinning around.
Snaps it back around.
Oh,
And
James smacked right into him.
Oh. He couldn't stop.
And just when you thought that Batman was on the move, he locked it up in the road course section. I thought he had it corrected, and then just went around on it. Then James just, I don't know,
he had nowhere to go.
Went in there too hot, locked up the brakes, but just smacked right into him. Spun around again.
And Get Whooped, James really had nowhere to go. He had all 4 of those tires locked up. You know, he just had nowhere to go. I mean, he really didn't. I mean, there's not really much you can do. James is in the pit.
Yeah, I think he took on some front damage right there.
Yeah, Get Whooped's having a hard time, I think. He's loose.
Well, and I think Dad's Taxi actually took second place. Now remember, second penalty, but on the track, Batman's back down to third.
Yeah, with 18 seconds, or I gotta do my math here.
There's about a 3-second
only
gap
3
between
seconds. Yeah. So. Batman hot in the corner with all that damage on the car.
I think that was Dad's Taxi, actually. He locked up the brakes as he has been.
I hear Dad's spinning out of the there. And, well, Batman's hard on the throttle. comes your leader into the road course part.
And these drivers know what's at stake. We're on lap 55 of 66, and this is really game time for them.
10 to go.
They've up.
Well, actually a little bit more, 11 to go.
A little more than
10
that.
Across the line. Oh, look at that. Get whooped.
Yeah, Canadian lets Get Whooped go right on by.
Yeah. He's like, I gotta go.
This has been probably the wildest race I've seen in this series so far. We've had all kinds of crazy wrecks and accidents, and you think somebody's going to run away with it, and next thing you know, they crash or somebody crashes into them, and we're back to square one. Dad's Taxi Batman are in a great battle.
Getting on it. Batman on the outside. Dad's still up there. Dad's definitely going to give Batman a run for his money. Yep. He's not going to surrender that position at all. I guarantee you that. Let's see what happened here.
And remember, with that penalty, this isn't technically for position, at least in the final results, but it's definitely for position out on the track. I have no idea how he hasn't completely blown up his tires coming out of the corner like that, Cyborg.
You know, it's amazing. And here's Batman. He's just
yeah, he took that a little wide.
Somewhere to get in there. There it goes. Here we go. No, not quite. These guys are on the wheel. Batman makes it look like he was trying to make a dive in, but he backed off.
Yeah, I thought he might give him a little bump there, actually.
Oh. 10 to go. Get Whoops up in the lead with Dad, Batman, Cam, James, Arcadia, and
But
Lackey.
you got to look at the margin, though. Just a couple laps ago, it was a 20-second gap between first and Batman, and now it's about 13, 14 seconds. He has shaved that much time off, even racing with Dad's Taxi.
Oh, I tell you what, it's making some exciting racing, man. I'll tell you what, sitting with this booth here has got me on the edge of my seat, biting my nails watching these guys go at it. It's definitely a great time here, and I hope our viewers are definitely enjoying this. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, he's making a charge.
They both make it stick. Oh, this is exciting formula.
Well, I tell you what, Batman's a man on a mission, though. He's cut that gap from him and Get Whooped by 8 seconds in just 3 or 4 laps. He's still got a 12-second. Oh, and as soon as I say something, he spun around.
Spot. That's twice. That's 2 times now. That corner is just giving him fits. Whooped, or giving fits formula. There's Get Whooped. First still.
You can hear the frustration over race control. Batman extremely frustrated.
Yeah. It's twice now. He's looped that thing around in that corner. Definitely one of his not favorite corners, you could say.
And I tell you what, Get Whoop's got to be smiling when he hears that over the radio. It's definitely letting him ease off a little bit.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Get Whoop still can't take that lightly. He's still got to hit his marks and not get too confident. He's been fighting up on the super speedway there. He comes down in the apron and touches that white line, which we call the butter in the NASCAR world, and spins it around. So if he hits his marks, hits his braking points, and just, be calm, he can wrap this up formula.
But again, as you mentioned, in this race, one little mistake.
Oh, for sure.
And your whole race is just ruined, perhaps.
Absolutely. Oh, like You know, just like, you know, you're talking about a slight mistake in a racetrack. Miami Guru and I were battling all day today, all 3 heat races. He made one mistake, went wide in the corner, went in the grass, and I was able to conquer on that and take position. Some great racing today, all around. Looks like
Batman's going to make another charge at Dad's taxi.
Oh, you can't blame him.
It's just we've only got, I believe, 7 laps left in this race. 59 of 66.
Arcadian's saying he's going to stay low. Batman's loose.
The Iceman just lets
him
go right on by.
He saves it. He saves it.
Man, look, he got loose again.
He's fighting on that wheel. You think he's a lumberjack the way he saw it on that wheel there in Formula.
To get whooped. Get whooped had spun out. I saw the margin went from about 17 seconds to 11 real quick. And remember, Dad's taxi 7 seconds behind with that 10-second penalty. It's going to make it real tough for him to win this race.
Dad's taxi service on the gas, just burning him off. Dad's just out there having a good time. He's just having fun. That's what Dad's taxi service does. That's what this sport's all about. It's about having fun, getting with a bunch of great guys, and having a big old smile on your face. I tell you what, this is some great racing.
And hey, it's still an 8-second gap between Dad's taxi and Get Whooped as far as the standings are concerned, but Batman hitting that 9-10 second mark. It's going to be close, but if he keeps this pace up, he could be within striking distance. He's got to get around Dad's taxi first.
Yeah.
Now it's 7 seconds for the gap.
Something's going on with Get Whooped because now we're down to about a 5-6 second gap now. So I think his car's starting to go away on the Formula.
Yeah, we can see how well he does through this infield section of the track.
Coming up on the super speedway.
And I think Batman is getting really close to Dad's taxi.
He's very close, Formula, very close. We'll see what happens here. 6 to go. I think we got probably 5 to go after they cross the line.
It's 6 to go. You got to complete lap 66.
Yep. All right, fair enough. I'll tell you what, Batman and Dad's taxi service is putting on one hell of a show tonight. They definitely are.
Every time Batman comes out of turn number 2, I think he's going to lose it. He somehow slides that car around and keeps it straight. Oh, Dad's taxi went a little off course. I think he got off it a little bit there. Didn't want to wreck into Batman. Trying to overcorrect. And this is Batman's opportunity right here, as he got very loose going through the S.
I tell you
I
what,
was afraid I'd jinx him with that turn. Every time I say he's going to make a charge, he spins out in that last turn.
Very intense racing here tonight at Texas.
And I think Get Whooped is all alone at the moment, as we're entering lap 62 of 66. And I think Acadian, we had an issue with him. Looks like the screen cut out on him and his day is done.
We'll definitely have to get an interview with the winner after the victory lane there, Formula.
We certainly will. It's going to be a battle between Get Whooped and Batman. Batman slowly closing up that gap, but is it going to be enough? Only a few more laps to go.
Dad's taxi service requested ignore his penalty tonight. I tell you what, though, these guys have got some great sense of humor formula. I mean, they're on the wheel, they're racing, get bumping and banging, but they're just having a great time. They really
That's
are.
what it's all about. Just racing and having fun.
Arcadia on the radio says it's a big party.
Yeah, I think Acadian decided he's going to hit the bar in the infield and watch the end of this race.
Well deserved. You deserve that drink, Arcadia. You definitely do. You drove it off. You definitely drove a great race tonight.
He said he doesn't drink and drive, and that's a very good lesson.
But he drives
I'm
and drinks.
63 at 66. And Batman continues to close that gap. We're at the 4-second mark. We're going to have one heck of a throwdown here on the last lap, I feel like.
Dad's taxi service said he's in the wall on the race telemetry. The race radio. So we're watching the 29 car of Get Whooped. Feathering it through the corner. Dad's Batman.
And he's got him in his sights. He can see him.
Lap 64 in the books.
66.
Here at Texas.
3 more laps to go.
Roadcourse. Get Whoops just got to keep it calm, hit his marks, not make any mistakes, and he can wrap this up. But I'll tell you what, Batman's dropped it down to about 4 to 3 second, 398. So in-car camera on Batman.
You can see he is pushing really hard. He's got some damage to that car, but
it's loose.
Just trying to make up the distance.
It's knocked it down to a 3.5, 3.4. So
Batman pushed way too hard in the grass.
And he loops it
corner
around.
has gotten him so many times. Dad's taxi goes on by. Now Get Whoop's going to get 2 to go here this time by. As we see James is back on pit road.
Well, I tell you what, definitely exciting race here at Texas Formula. It's something else to see. Believe me, definitely a great time.
And I've really enjoyed doing this with you, Cyborg. It's been a lot of fun this whole season. I'm looking forward to many more broadcasts together.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the next
But we've
season
still got
here,
one more race to go.
Yep, and I think
Next
it's going to be
week.
epic. I think the final is going to be epic here at the Super Speedway at Texas Motor. They're going to be on the oval, so it's going to be Eddie Guest and Get Whoop
very
is
loose.
loose and saves it. Holy Toledo!
He's got a 9-second gap right now. He's got to take it easy.
He's still on the course. He's still got to get on the Super Speedway there and still make one time around. Formula. Here he comes down in the corner there. He's being safe, taking it gingerly up on the Super Speedway. Gets a little loose. His tires are probably about gone.
He's going to take the white flag this time by.
And he definitely picked up.
White flag is displayed. One more lap to go here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Can Get Whooped hang on and take his 4th victory of the season. We'll
He's
soon
got 4
find
in the
out.
books here this season. That's impressive. I guarantee it's not easy to get 4 victories in the season with these top-notch drivers get Formula. Little wheel hop hitting the rumble strip.
And also a great
Dad's
battle
Taxi.
between Batman and Dad's
Yeah,
Taxi. We're watching to get
absolutely.
moved. Come on by,
Here we
but
go, here
they're
we go, here
really
we go.
fighting for position.
Oh, these guys are just having a great time here.
Man, they're pushing really hard.
Oh, look at this. Watch this. Watch this.
Hell, they may wreck before they come back around.
Oh. Batman is trying any aggressive move that he can do. He's going outside, inside. He's just trying to.
Oh, he gave him a little bit of a shove.
I think it helped Dad out a little bit. Here comes Get Whoop on the corner 3.
He won the Triple
To
Crown
you,
last
Formula.
week. Now it's 4. Get Whoop wins at the Texas Roval. Coming out of the last turn, Dad's Taxi's going to get the black flag, which will put him in 3rd place. As Batman comes home 2nd. Camelot. Oh, very about spun out. Coming back onto the speedway portion of the track. He'll end up 4th today. James will end up 5th. Lackey Boom will be 6th. And Acadian is going to be 2nd.
Oh.
And I'll tell you what, there's your race winner right there. I mean, what just a fascinating race we've had. And we have
Oh,
to
I tell
go
you what.
live down to victory lane here in just a few moments.
I
Get
tell
an
you what,
interview
it
with
was
our
epic
winner, Get
Formula.
Whooped.
That was intense. That was epic. That was beautiful. It was like one of the best broadcasting I've done. Beautiful work. So when we
We'll
get a
have to
chance
see
here,
if his mic's
viewers,
turned on for Get Whooped. And I think Cyborg is now down in victory lane to interview our winner.
Get Whooped. You get a copy on TLR Cyborg up in the booth there.
All right, can you hear me?
You're waiting for Get Whooped to get out of his vehicle there. Get Whooped. This is TLR Cyborg at a booth. You got a copy.
Yes, I do.
How you feeling today winning here at Texas Motor Speedway Roadcourse, my friend?
Well, it's pretty hot. Sweating a good bit. But yeah, it was a good day. Yeah, you know, definitely wasn't the fastest and didn't have my problems, but I got lucky, you know. Batman and Dad's Taxi were out there battling. I think I pitted the same lap that they got together, so
When
that
you
worked out.
when you looped that car around a couple times, what was on your mind? Did you even think that you even have a chance to pull this off tonight?
Well, after I did it the last time, I wasn't going to pit again, so. Yeah, no, I was out in front, and I just watched the time the whole time, and, you know, take it easy, keep it on the track till the checkered flag drops, and here we are.
Well, congratulations, Get Whooped. 527
Thank you.
on your victory here at Texas Motor Speedway. We'll definitely catch you next week at the Oval. It'll be definitely epic. Intense. Up to you, Formula.
All right, well, as Cyborg mentioned just now, our final round of the NASCAR Xfinity Championship will take place here at Texas, except it's going to be on the oval track. We raced here earlier this year. It was certainly a thrilling and exciting race, just like the race today. This was the semifinal round. Now we're on the final round of the championship, and it's going to be just amazing, I feel like. You know, the season just keeps getting more and more heated up, and more drama occurs, and you know, I think you compare the first race of the season to this race right now, the energy is just so much more exciting, and the car counts are really getting up. We're going to have even more drivers next week, and we hope you all can tune in at the same time, same place. I'm Form the Crowd 909, along with my co-anchor, TLR Cyborg, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, viewers, Steeler Cyborg here. See ya. Great race. We'll catch you next time, gentlemen. Excellent. All right, guys. All right. Oh. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. We'll catch you guys. Let's see here. Next Monday. So we'll catch you Monday, dads. Looking forward to it, bro. All right, guys. Have a great night.